right. Welcome to the next episode of the Outsider Podcast. Jay and I today just giving you guys a quick update. And my quick update is I got some cobwebs this morning after last night. That's my update.
Things got away from us.
Yeah, I mean, it'll happen.
It does happen.
Especially when your friend pours you a massive glass of ice cold bourbon.
It's been a minute since I've had any bourbon.
So what have you been up to?
Still jet lagged, I do believe. What is today? Thursday or something? Back from Australia on Monday. You've been on long flights before.
Yeah. Well, I think my longest one is about 18, 20 hours. Somewhere in there.
In one shot?
Yeah.
That's a long way.
Mm-hmm.
It was, what is it? It's like 13, 14 from Sydney to LA. And then another, obviously, 4 or so from LA to here. So, but there for 2 weeks. You haven't been to Australia, have you?
No, I have not.
It's more Americanized than I thought.
In what way?
Well, I mean, obviously everyone speaks English.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of an accent. But I mean, usually, when you travel that far, you're in a foreign country.
Correct.
And it's, I mean, just language barrier, trying to figure out the culture. I would say, like, we were on the Gold Coast. I mean, Australia is like, it's the U.S., but like 5 years prior. I mean, they're a little bit behind us.
Okay.
But I mean, everything is. It could plop you in Australia, and you're going to be perfectly fine. No shoes. They say, what do they say? They say
Too easy.
Too easy. Food's amazing. Weather's phenomenal. I mean, I asked Sam multiple times. I was like, "Why did you ever leave this place?"
What was your favorite food? Or did you have anything that you have not heard of or have not tried before?
Yes, bug rolls.
Lobster rolls?
Yes.
Are we talking sushi? Are we talking a sandwich?
No, a place called Rick Shore. Everyone does them, but there's a place called Rick Shores, and it's this bay crab that they get, and I guess they crack them open, fry them up, and then they put them on this little roll. Lettuce, some mayo on top and bottom. I mean, I would have 5 per setting. And then we went there the last time, maybe like on Thursday or something, and I was like, "Can I get 3 to go?" And they're like, "No."
You have to sit down and eat.
Yeah, and I was like, "Why? They have to be enjoyed here." I was like, "Fuck this." So tried to go back before we left. Never got in there. So I mean, I have to go back for the bug rolls. The sushi was phenomenal. We had sushi as soon as we left. We had sushi about every other day.
Have any good ceviche?
Yeah,
I love that.
I mean, it's right out of the ocean. A lot of Thai food there.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's literally just Japanese people and Australians. Like, that's all you see. Beaches are pristine. I mean, there's no, like, there's hotels and stuff down in Miami, like beach chairs and stuff. None of that stuff.
Did you see any?
So a lot of whales. Saw some kangaroos, koalas.
How big are the kangaroos?
Not very big.
Really?
We beat the shit out of them.
Is there a bigger type of kangaroo? Is there 2 types of
there's
kangaroos?
a gray kangaroo and a red kangaroo, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think maybe I don't know. I'm guessing. But I think maybe the red one's bigger. But then maybe you can fact check me on that one. But we didn't see like any like the jacked up ones.
Yeah. Like fresh out of prison kangaroos.
No, none of those. None of the prison kangaroos. But the ones that you see on the road, I mean, they're drop kick those bastards.
Are they quick?
Yeah, they're quicker than you think.
That's what I assume.
Koalas are worthless animals.
Koalas, now they just eat eucalyptus all day and get high.
And just get high. And just sleep. We went to this sanctuary, Currumbin, or I forget how you say it. But Samantha had been going there as a kid, so we went there, and I mean, they have all the animals there. But there's a big koala. I mean, there's koala exhibits everywhere. But I mean, we walk in, and these things it's 11 o'clock, and they are just passed out.
Is it like a drive-through park?
This was like a walking park, so you kind of walk through everything.
Gotcha.
There's kangaroos, all the birds. I mean, it's a tropical forest essentially. Once you get off the beach.
Have you seen that video? I don't know what state this is in, but I think it's the United States. And there's a family in the back of a pickup, and there's exotic animals around, and this giraffe leans its head down and is like smelling the girl, then picks this little girl up. She's like 2, picks her up like 5 foot out of the bed of the pickup.
Really?
Yeah, by her sweater, like bites onto her sweater. Anyway,
But they don't have like any. I mean, a lot of animals can kill you, but like there's no like predators, no like bears or lions or anything like that out there.
really,
So these kangaroos and stuff, like there's nothing's killing them except for people.
any snakes?
There's some of these that we never saw any in the wild. Thankfully, we were staying on the beach, so I think that kind of saved us. Saw a few bats, a few spiders, a bunch of whales. The whales are migrating. Saw a bunch of whales.
You know what type they were by any chance?
The big whales, kind. Gray blue. I don't. Humpback. Maybe humpback. I'm gonna go humpback.
Was it touristy at all? Like, were you in a tourist area?
We were in a tourist area per se, but it's winter there, so like it's dead. But the amount of people that use these beaches, like it's just in their culture. Like every day, people just go to the beach.
Yeah.
They're walking on the beach. They're surfing. Like I think these people they touch the beach every day.
It's so much easier to exercise and go on a walk, go on a run, do whatever when you're doing it on the beach because you have something, like memorizing to look at.
For sure. And I mean, that's what these people do. I mean, it'd be 5 o'clock in the morning and it's still kind of dark out, and you walk out on the porch and there's people just already out there
Really?
doing it. Fishing. I mean,
That's what I was going to ask. Did you? I'm when I picture in my head when you said it is a little tourist area in some ways, especially during the summer. And I know you're there in the winter. Was there any like, hey, come fishing with us? Come, we'll.
yeah, there's all that stuff.
Was there any
there's all that
shark
stuff.
diving with us?
There's all that stuff.
Really?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want in the ocean.
So
And then they have these duck boats. I guess they're in Miami. I don't know about this, but like there's these tourist boats. They're cars essentially, and you see them on the streets in Surfers Paradise, and then they have this ramp. They just go out in the water,
really?
and then they go out in the bay and stuff, and then they go back into the streets.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't ride on one.
Were they
look sketchy?
Were
as
they
shit.
cars, jeeps? What'd they look
It's
like?
a big ass bus.
Really?
Yeah, with big tires. Look up duck boat.
I think I've seen one of those now that they're jacked up pretty high.
Yeah, jacked up high. I think they make like quacking noises.
Mm-hmm. So a guy could fly to Australia, walk down to the water or down to the pier and go
Do whatever you want.
on a shark
I'm sure.
cage diving
Yeah.
adventure.
Or I mean, you just go out in the water and you're probably gonna see a shark.
If I flew all the way there, I would have to go dive with great whites.
Film it for me. I'll watch it when you get back.
From the boat. Watch me get
I don't even think I'm gonna go on the boat. I mean, you've heard about these orcas. There were orcas spotted in the up in the Panhandle of Florida.
What?
Yeah. Or I'm almost positive that orcas are gonna take over the world someday.
Just the two brothers on a killing
Two
spree?
brothers just fucking shit up. Messing up boats, sinking boats, killing great whites for fun,
Eating their livers.
eating their livers. Bad machines. But I mean, if they get up in the warm waters up there, they're gonna love it. They're like, gosh, look at all these fish to eat. There's people up here.
I just assumed they wouldn't leave the cold water.
That's what I assumed until the Renegade Brothers decided that they wanted to get a little suntan.
So I was in Montana
Yeah.
last week, last 8 days. It was absolutely beautiful. Up at the Total Archery Challenge in Big Sky. Flew into Kalispell first, though. Have you been up there?
I've not been up there.
It's beautiful up there. Went to Whitefish. And
Did you go to Whitefish?
Yep.
I've always wanted to be up there. I heard it's amazing.
Yeah. And I think after archery season, I'm going to go back up there, fly the family out, and maybe go to your ranch for a day. And then
So why'd you find the Kalispell?
to do a podcast with Andy Stumpf.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't want to have to do that drive twice, even though it was probably the prettiest drive I've ever done in my
How
life.
far is that to Big Sky?
5 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, or probably it might be shorter, but it was just under 5 hours from Kalispell to Bozeman.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, and so after elk season, I think I'm going to fly the family out, rent a Winnebago, and then maybe go up to your ranch for a night, then up to Kalispell, go up to like the North Fork, they call it, and then cruise Yellowstone and back out of Bozeman. But we saw...
The girls are young enough. It's the time to do it now.
Yep. Saw a moose. I've never seen a moose before in real life. It's a big cow one day. The next night we saw a cow and a calf. Kyle wanted to get out and take pictures of the calf. But
good luck with that, Kyle. Get trampled by mama.
That's what I tell him. Like, these things kill more people than bears and everything.
Don't mess with a moose.
But it was just a great trip. Did
you shoot?
No, I didn't.
Did you take your bow?
Yeah, I did.
It's just a long ass way to take your bow.
When I say I lugged it, I mean I just put it on the plane and got off the plane and put it in the back of the car.
Yeah.
So that was easy. But that was the longest time I've spent in Montana, and now like I just want to go back.
Was it warm?
It was perfect. 75 one day, maybe 80, and then it cools off in the evening. Didn't have much rain at all. I mean, the weather was great. And then this weekend, we're going to Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
And I've never been there either. So we're going to a little town of Uvita. So we're flying into San Jose. It's about a 3-4 hour drive south. Plan on doing some fishing there.
It's big fishing there.
Yeah.
I've been there once or twice. Yeah.
Did you go deep sea fishing when you were there? Full day or half day?
Full day.
I think I'm just going to do a half day, and if I like it, do another half
Yeah,
day.
that's a good way to start.
And
I think sailfish is big there.
I'd assume so. Yeah.
Was
a long boat ride out?
Yeah, hour or so.
Okay, that's not too bad.
No.
Virginia Beach, you got to drive like 3.5 hours out to drop off to catch those big fish.
I mean, I made that up.
Yeah.
It could definitely be 3 hours. There's no telling.
And so that's what we have going on next week. Get back from that, and then heading to South Dakota. No, heading to Virginia Beach for the 4th of July. And then...
Little BB.
Yep. And meet up with the Born Primitive guys up there, and just enjoy 4th of July in our little neighborhood on the beach.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. And then after that, I think I'm home a day or two, and then going to South Dakota, and then from South Dakota to Illinois. So I got a busy month.
What's in Illinois?
Kyle's member guest golf tournament.
Okay.
And so we're going to try to win that.
That's going to be a shit show.
Kyle's a good golfer.
Really?
Really good. Like scratch golfer.
No.
Yeah.
Kyle, are you cheating? I would not have guessed that.
Yeah. He's a good golfer.
Does he play a lot?
Yeah, he lives on a golf course. Plays all the time.
Plays all the time.
Yeah.
Got it.
But that's
Is it a scramble?
No. It's match play. I don't understand the rules completely.
I don't think you're going to do well.
What's that?
I don't think you're going to excel.
I think we're going to win.
No.
We're going to finish top 3.
Does your score count?
Yeah.
How is this possible?
Because you play off your handicap.
Yeah, I know. What's your handicap?
Like 17.
So you get to strike a hole.
So this is where the rules get weird.
Uh-huh.
Like it depends on the handicap of the hole. So like the hardest holes, I'll get a stroke.
Maybe a couple.
Yeah. So I
Probably
think
some par threes are just straight up.
Yep. But I think I'll get a couple strokes on the front and on the back.
Nice.
But we're going to play a shit ton of golf. I think I get there on a Tuesday. We're going to play on Wednesday, just a practice round. And then I think the tournament starts Thursday. And you play, I want to say 18 holes a day, but it's in, like you play 9 holes in the morning and 9 holes in the afternoon, I think.
This is serious.
Yeah.
What's this benefit? Get back to me on that.
Yeah. No, I don't think it benefits anything. But probably not going to benefit myself.
Just out there playing.
So how's your coaching career going?
Yeah. I forgot I was thinking about that on the way over, actually. Like, some of these kids, so Camden's going into 6th grade, and I asked the coach if I could come help out. He said yes. And so I was gone for the first couple practices, and obviously we were in Australia, so got back and went Tuesday, a couple days ago. Got practice this afternoon. And it's just kind of conditioning and just kind of, throwing the ball around, getting these kids kind of acclimated. But I forgot, like, some of these kids, like, this is the first time they've ever worn a helmet. This is the first time they've ever really, some of these kids, is the first time they've ever played football. So there's definitely a learning curve. And this school is kind of like the school that I went to. Small team, 30 players, maybe 40 players. You got a lot of kids going both ways. I really enjoyed it. It was fun getting out there. It's fun being around the kids. It's fun kind of trying to help them learn football and kind of giving some of my advice. So, but that being said, we've got a long way to go.
How many plays do you think you're going to end up with?
I don't know. I haven't even looked at the playbook. The coach, I mean, John's been there for I think 20 something years. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's been there a long time, so he's got his way of doing things, and I'm just going to try to help out along the way. We'll see how it goes. But Cannon's playing quarterback. We've got a couple other kids that are playing quarterback as well, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Is there 2-a-days? Is it just one practice? Are 2-a-days even a thing anymore?
I don't know. I don't think 2-a-days are a thing. Like we've got practice tonight, and then that next week is a dead period. So I guess every high school does it now. College probably does it too. Like there's a dead period. Like you can't be on the field. Because kids are getting overworked. Kids are soft these days.
Do you have them doing wind sprints and like conditioning and all that stuff, up downs?
Yeah, we ran them a little bit. I think the days of like up downs and all that stuff is just gone.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, these kids, they just sit in 7-degree weather and play 7-degree inside and just play video games, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Tell them at least play Madden so you have a feel for football.
I played football 1 year. Got a couple looks and retired. But I remember 2 days, like, puking was a common thing.
Oh, it was hell.
It was hot.
In high school, I think our football team we were basically a track team too. Like I feel like all we did was run. Mornings we ran, afternoons we ran. It was rough, yeah, but it sucked.
Yeah.
Sucked.
Yeah, I mean, it was bad.
Oh, it was brutal. And then when to Vandy, we had 2-a-days, and it was like 95. You're in the middle of the day. Gosh.
Do they do it in college, 2-a-days anymore?
I don't know if they do or not.
Huh. Interesting. So,
I mean, NFL we did, but like one would be like a walkthrough.
You like weight room in the morning and then a walkthrough in the afternoon.
Yeah,
like
I think it was. We were. I don't know what they're doing now, but it was like 2-1-2. Like one day, first day we'd have like 2 practices. The next day we'd have 1 practice with like a walkthrough in the morning or something. So like we rotated.
Every team different.
Yeah. I mean, there's certain guidelines like of stuff you can't do.
Yeah.
But then you can taper off as much as you want. I don't think many of these guys are doing 2-a-days anymore. I mean, they're not even playing. We played 4 preseason games. They're not even doing that anymore.
Really?
I think there's 2 now, maybe. I don't know.
I found this kind of fascinating.
All
the
right.
NCAA banned 2-a-day practices in 2017.
There you go.
Why?
Because they're soft.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta look. I'm on their website though.
All right.
Because kids got overworked.
No such thing.
No, we're raised. The society's screwed.
But what else you got going on?
Luke started sending me pictures of deer. Yeah, so that's happening. We've got some dudes. Got some
when
decisions to
when you
make.
say that's happening, let's elaborate a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one of our deer, Slim, last year, he was a big 8. I think he was only 4.5. I mean, he was a stud. And we were talking about this offseason, what we're going to do with him, because he was going to be 5. And waiting to see if he blew up or not, the pictures now, I think he's going to blow up. So now the decision is like, all right, do we let it ride one more year and try to get him to 6 and really let him try to get big? Or do we take him this year? I mean, that's kind of the dilemma that we've been going through the last 2 or 3 years of like that 5 and 6 mark. Do we let him go? But he's just so pretty.
Do you think you could so it's opening morning,
Yeah.
right? I'm gonna set the stage here. It's opening morning. Nice, cool morning, and right. So it's and sun's coming up, and he walks out.
Yeah.
Perfect light, broadside, 22 yards.
It's one of those things that I think. Well, I know that I'll get down there. I'll get down there this summer and put eyes on him first, and see what we're dealing with, so that decision is made before I even go out. And if we're hunting him, we're gonna hunt him. And if we're not hunting him, I don't even want to see the deer. I'm not even gonna sit in a stand that he's gonna remotely be close to, and no one else is either.
Do you feel like this is going to be a Rebel number 2 scenario where you hunt him for 2 years?
No, Slim's dumb.
Yeah.
Slim's dumb. He's one of the dumbest deer we have.
Those are the deer that I like hunting.
Oh, God.
I love a good dumb deer.
He's an idiot.
Little deaf, halfway blind.
Oh, gosh.
Come on in, bud.
This deer, I think he'd eat out of your hand if you wanted. He's everywhere. He's all over. And that's what worries me about that damn deer is...
If you don't shoot him, someone else will.
Yeah. And he moves around a lot. Right now, he's kind of in the middle of the property, so we feel good about where he's at. But, the rut and late season, they start moving a lot. So, I don't know. We got to see what he looks like. What is today? 20th. About a month into July, I'll probably get down there and take a look and see what we're dealing with.
So,
but there's a lot of deer, though. We probably have 5 to 8 should have nice shooters this year.
Really?
Yeah.
So, Ben, last night we went to West Haven and with Jay's Cornhole buddies.
Oh.
These guys don't fuck around.
I was going to ask how the tournament was going.
These guys just aren't like out there, hey, let's just go throw some bags in the driveway. Guys show up with their own bags.
Do we see any wristbands?
Oh, my.
Any
sweatbands, wristbands.
No, but I think there is a market for that. Because I was looking around, like no one wears gloves. I don't see anybody wearing a glove in.
I'm thinking like pro bowlers. How
exactly,
they do that.
exactly.
Would you wear a glove that kept your wrist straight?
I don't know, but there's something out there. Someone's going to come up with a cornhole glove and set the market on fire.
I think that's an outsider move.
I know, right?
I mean, Ben, these guys, it's not uncommon for them to make 4 in a row.
Really?
Yeah, like it was.
These guys are good.
Are these guys keeping like batting averages? Like they got a...
Oh my gosh. We have, when I say we, you get, the first time I went, I've heard about it for years. I've been asked to play in it. Finally got in this year, and there's a food truck there. They've got like a whole setup of like 8 TVs. And they're simulcasting the games on there. The scores, they've got averages. A guy named Ed runs it, and he does a hell of a job. I think this is year 10 or 12 or something like that. They know like every time like you put down like how many bags hit, how many bags went in the hole, what your score was. So like they have your average of like how many points you get per round.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So like anywhere in the 5s or 6s, like you're doing pretty good if you can score like six around.
Yeah, I didn't do that well last night, Ben.
What night of the weeks do they do this?
Tonight, Thursdays.
Dude, I gotta come out and watch.
Dude, I'm telling you, last night was just like farm league meetup, in practice. But they're like, oh, there's guys, Jimmy's over here at practice the garage. Johnny's, down the street. He's out there, throwing with Timmy and like.
Yeah, if you would have driven past the tennis courts in West Haven last night, you would have saw a bunch of guys out there practicing.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for tonight. Oh, there's three different divisions. There's the lower division, the middle division, which our team's on, and then there's the pro division. And this is serious business. And if you get too good or too bad, they like regulate you up or down.
Oh wow! So they're doing like English soccer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. It was
after last night. Do you think that you maybe want to switch up your stroke?
This late in the game, I got to do something.
Because typically, if you watch the pros, they throw it almost like a frisbee and it's flat.
Yeah,
it's rotating flat, so it hits the board. And
well,
you were kind of balling them up. And
so I do this weird thing where I twist the corner and fold it under in my hand.
Okay,
and that's how I throw it.
And then you roll it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It worked for me for years, but I feel like my cornhole game is just dissipating quickly.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna play in West Haven, you gotta get it figured out.
These guys bring bags like this is the sticky side. This is the slick side.
Wait, you can bring your own bags?
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, and I didn't even know these things existed, and Jay has his little spider bag thing, and he throws it 100 mile an hour, and it hits the damn board and just stops. I'm like,
Feels like cheating.
yeah.
Have y'all seen
Now he wants a fucking glove.
Have y'all seen the paraplegic guy who's like best in the world?
No.
What?
Like he I forget what it is, but he has the thing where he like basically doesn't have arms and he squeezes them up really close with his mouth and he like bites and throws it.
That's a long way.
It's
27 feet.
oh, I forgot his name.
I think Ben's making this up.
What?
Uh-oh. Shit.
What? Cornhole gloves?
Cornhole gloves. I mean, if I don't get one of these, I'm just not even trying.
I mean, if you don't show up with gloves, chalk, and your own bags at this tournament, who are you?
I don't know. Cornhole glove is definitely a thing. I'm ordering it.
American flag,
Dayton Weber is his name.
Dayton Weber, just throwing dimes with his mouth, huh?
Seriously, just chucks them.
Really?
No joke. I'll put a video in the.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now he's over here buying a cornhole glove.
This dude literally, this is insane.
Are you looking at it right now? This
Yeah.
guy? For years.
He doesn't have any arms or legs, and
He throws them with his hand.
He'd
or
beat my ass.
His hands. Or
He
his
doesn't
arms.
have any hands.
Yeah, but I thought he was throwing them with his mouth.
He might as well.
That's impressive.
Pretty wild.
Extremely impressive. Good for him. Beat the shit out of him.
What do you got going on the rest of the day? Football.
Football. Today's a big day.
Relax.
Big.
I got a Home Depot. I don't know. I don't know if I have enough time.
Don't know if I have enough time. We got the Brio guys coming in.
Yep.
Let me catch some lunch. Football at 4, and then cornhole tonight, and then the weekend. I don't know what I'm gonna do this weekend. I need to get up to Kentucky. I might have sold my house.
Oh, that's today.
It's today, 5:00. Yeah, we shall know. I'm not gonna be happy if they pull out. I'm not gonna lie about this.
Well, no shit.
Been dealing with this shit for 2 months.
Well, anything else?
No, NBA basketball is over. Waiting on football. Baseball's happening.
Tennessee's the Vols are doing good in
Vols
the
are
College World Series right now.
Playing well. That's about it. I mean, summer's kind of full tilt right now.
I came home. I was gone a week. I come home. Everyone's tan.
Yeah.
Katie just was at the pool all weekend with the kids,
Yeah.
and I mean, June swam the whole length of the pool underwater.
Really?
Pretty impressive for an 8-year-old, I thought.
it is.
And Josie can do it when she's on my back. So she just holds on to my neck and my back.
Can
and I
you
go
hold your
underwater.
breath for a long time?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I can go down and back underwater
Oh, that's pretty good.
pretty easily.
Like, what's your stroke?
I push off the wall, and then I do kind of like a modified breaststroke.
Yeah.
And I pull as hard as I can, and I glide as far as I can, and just chill.
Do you like frog kick, or are you like flutter kicking?
I frog kick. Yeah. And then pull as hard as I can. And I've done this forever. And I've held my breath for a long time. I always sing that Kid Rock song. I think what's called like Only God, or it's a slow like ballad song.
Which one? It's not the duet with. Is there a girl in it?
No, but that's a good one with Sheryl Crow.
Yeah.
No,
It's not this one.
no, but I
Please tell me
could
it's
change
this
it.
one.
It is that one.
This one?
Yeah.
So you're singing this song underwater?
All during buds, everything. I'm underwater paying the piper, and I just try to relax, and I sing this song in my head.
Really?
Yeah. And you have to do a 50-meter. There she is. That got me through some tough times, man.
So you're underwater and you're singing this song.
Every time. I don't know why my mind. That's just right where my mind goes. And so you have to do a 50-meter underwater in buds. You have to jump in, do a front flip, and then you can't push off the wall. You have to swim down, and then you can push off the wall on the way back.
Like, this is like Olympic pool, though. Or no?
No, it's
25
50
meters?
meters. Yeah, so 25 meters there,
Gotcha.
25 meters back. And I got to the point where I knew where I was at when I'd sing this song to myself, I was getting close.
Gotcha.
So I try to like close my eyes and just almost meditate down there. And well, I'm chicken necking like, you know, and I'd sing that song in my head the whole time.
a
And then
good
during
one.
pool comp, everything that sucks, I sing that song in my head when I'm underwater.
Really?
Only when I'm underwater. I don't know why. Yeah.
Well, thanks, Kid Rock.
It's a hey Bobby, appreciate you, bud. But
Speaking of meters, everything was like kilometers. You're driving on the other side of the road over there. That took a little bit of getting
Yeah.
used to.
I mean, we're the
I might have pulled down the wrong way a few times. Just head into traffic.
we're the only ones that aren't on the metric system, correct?
Most of the world's on the metric system.
Yeah.
But some of the world you drive on the same side as us though. Like in France, when we were over there, it was 0 you drove on the right side.
Yeah, I think in Europe it's only like up in England.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Italy and France is both on the same side as
Correct,
we were
it's on the right side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't mind driving on the left side of the road. It was more just sitting on the right side of the car that was weird and driving.
Have you driven a manual that's
On the
left
left,
seat?
no.
Or I guess it'd be right drive.
on the right side.
Yeah.
No. Because that would be you're shifting with your left hand. Then.
Yeah.
That'd be weird.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Thanks for tuning in. Next, we're going to go grab a little lunch. I ordered some sandwiches and then have the Brio guys in. Stay tuned.
See ya.